Oh. So, Halo Infinite, one of my most anticipated games for a while since it was announced, turned out to be pretty disappointing and really boring. But I gave it a chance. For that one season, for season one, I maxed out the battle pass. I tried giving the game a chance, see if I was gonna like it a whole lot, as much as the other games. Well, season two rolled around, added like two maps, and then I gave up on the game. I pretty much gave up on the game. But it's almost season four by the time I'm recording this. And I want to see, is the game still worth playing at all? Well, for being honest, with games like Tears of the Kingdom out right now, I say it's not worth playing for shit. But my name's Left. I'm still working on that name. This mic ain't plugged at all. And we're gonna see is Halo Infinite worth returning to?
So when we're talking about a multiplayer game, right? I like to put them in two specific categories. One, fun repetitive. Like for instance, Call of Duty, Destiny 2, that I can think of off the top of my head. And then you have games like boring repetitive, Halo Infinite. Now, what I mean by that is when you have games like Call of Duty and Destiny 2, what makes them different from Halo Infinite? I mean, you could technically put them in the same category. They're all repetitive games. You're just playing the same thing over and over and over again. Well, the difference between them is that in like Call of Duty, you kind of have something to push to, like prestiging all the way to max, or getting the camos, all of them for every gun. Destiny 2, you have like trying to have the best god rolls on every weapon in the game, or trying to have the best armor rolls, best setup. And so that kind of pushes you to keep playing over and over and over. Because it's like, yeah, it gets boring after a while, but there's a reason why I'm doing it. I have something to do. It gives me a reason why I'm playing it over and over and over again. But in Halo Infinite, there's really nothing. Just the battle pass. But then after the battle pass, it's like, well, why should I keep playing the game over and over and over again if there's nothing I'm gonna be unlocking or earning? That's how at least I see it. Because as soon as I completed the season 1 battle pass for the game, I was just like, well, what now? I mean, I'm not a ranked person. I don't really like playing ranked on games too much. And so why should I keep playing a game over and over and over and over again if there's nothing that it feels like I'm earning or trying to complete? Because that's how I kind of like playing games. I like to kind of play them just to kind of complete them, or keep me feeling engaged, keep me feeling like there's something that I can unlock that's far away, but it feels like I'm putting in the work towards that. And that's the problem with Halo Infinite. There's just really none of that. It's just spend money, buy battle pass, spend money, cosmetics. But what are the main problems that are still plaguing this game to this day? Well, there's just not a lot of stuff to do. Yeah, you got stuff like Slayer, Fiesta, Free for All, even competitive and stuff like that. I know I'm missing out on some modes, but you get what I mean. But with I can't even describe the drought this game has. It's so much worse than Destiny. If you're a Destiny 2 veteran, or just any other game that has like that drip feeds you content, stay away from Halo Infinite. Because, yeah, you're gonna get the content 3 years later. Because delays and everything, like, look, I get that. They have all these delays and everything. There's probably stuff going on inside 343 that's like, well, it sucks. But they can't keep doing this. They can't keep giving us content so like far apart from when it came out. Like the wait between season 2 and 3. Oh my god. That was horrible. There was literally nothing being added during that. Well, the winter event, but that really only gave you a mini battle pass to complete. Which I didn't really even do because, you know, I just did not feel like playing the game at all. So, how are the microtransactions doing in the game? Well, besides the battle pass, if you go to the shop, there's... Well, I mean, some stuff is cheaper, but it's like... Do I really want to spend $5 for a skin that I'm probably never gonna use or just looks yucky? But, I mean, at least it's not as bad as Season 1. And good thing they haven't gotten even more greedier and just pulled an Overwatch 2 or do what Call of Duty's doing. But now this is from one of my friends, and I'm gonna show this part to them specifically. If you ever want to see the most egregious monetization system, mobile games. For instance, Dragon Ball Legends, Dokkan Battle, and yes, of course, the king of them all, Diablo Immortal. Oh my god, I could probably do a whole other video just going over those type of mobile games specifically. But I'm not gonna go into all that. But yeah, the microtransactions, they're just meh. Just don't waste your money on them. So, how was coming back to the game after over a year, I'd probably say? Well, maybe it was because I was gone for over a year on the game that the game felt fun to come back to and play. I'm not gonna lie, it was actually pretty fun. I played like 10 matches and I actually had a blast. But the problem still stands though. I can only play so many matches to where I feel like, yeah, it's fun, but then I'm just gonna get bored and probably go play something else instead because, like I've already said, there's just really nothing to really push towards. I mean, the game is definitely fun to friends. If I had my friends tell me, you want to play Halo Infinite, I'd say hell yeah. But other than that, there's just not a lot to do when you get to a certain point of playing the game. And in conclusion, for the multiplayer section, look, I get there's probably a lot of stuff going on with 343 right now, but god man, the multiplayer is just in shambles. But I mean, hey, if you want to play with a group of friends, it's a lot of fun. And yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna be honest, this section's gonna be kind of short, because there wasn't really too many Forge maps I could really find. But the ones I were able to find were ones that were in actual official playlists. And so I played a couple matches of those, and I gotta say, they look pretty good. And I'm glad that 343 started doing that, putting custom player maps into official modes. That's pretty cool. I will admit, that's pretty cool. But the main part about Forge is the server browsing. So how is that? Uh, it's between either you're gonna find a game or you're gonna find a dead lobby. Yeah, I look at the server browsing and it is, at least for me, it was small, like 3 pages long. There was not a lot of stuff to play with full lobbies. But I will admit, the ones I did play, they were pretty good. They're pretty fun. But nothing was better than Halo 5's. Now, there was this one mode in Halo 5's which was like Tetris,
Jenga.
right? Now let me go explain it real quick. Basically, you'd get one of the ships, and you would have to fly it into a giant Jenga tower, and you have a bunch of people on top of it, and they basically have to see how long you could last. And the best part was always when the Jenga tower would collapse. It was so much fun. If I have any footage of it, I will definitely put it up. Probably like forever. And in previous Halo games, I just always loved to get like a group of my friends, like maybe two, maybe three of them, and we just go onto a random map, or even go on the empty Halo Reach map for Forge, and we just start building a bunch of random stuff, and then just start killing each other in whatever type of arena we made. God, man, that was that really takes me back. But yeah, Forge, pretty good.
So, at the end of the day, Forage is still a pretty fun mode to play. I mean, I usually play kind of by myself, but I join like all the custom lobbies they have, the server browsing. It's it's a lot of fun to still go back and play in. But if I'm gonna be honest, all the other forges like fives, reaches, and three will still be my most favorites of all time. Never mind. Others are shit. So, it's the end of the video now, and I just gotta say, it's just sad to see the state of Halo's in. I still remember one of the first M-rated games I ever played was Halo 3, and that was amazing. It was so fun, especially with friends and Forge. I thought this was the best thing I ever played ever, and so I stayed being a huge Halo fan to this day. But just looking the state at Infinite right now, it's kind of sad. I want to like the game so bad, and do I? Yes, there's some aspects of it I like a lot, but there's just way too much that I hate about it. That just doesn't make me want to play it all day. But is Halo Infinite still worth playing after all these years? Well, for being a free to play game, yeah, I say so, but if you want a game that will keep you wanting to come back every single day, I think you're just better off playing anything else, if I'm being honest. But I mean, if you can get yourself some friends and pop up Halo Infinite, I think it can still be a blast to play.
Alright, now this is the actual last section of the video. And I kind of just want to say, if you're all over here, thanks. And sorry for not having anything out for weeks or however long. Just been, you know, busy with school, but now I'm almost done with school, so now I'm gonna have more time to actually make more stuff. And I got some stuff I'm cooking up in the future and in the next couple months. So stay tuned for that. And next video probably won't be until a few weeks because I got some planning to do. But yeah, overall, if you liked it or if you hated it, just tell me in the comments. Anything you agree with, disagree with, stuff you didn't like or liked, and if my voice was too quiet and the audio is low, then please tell me. But yeah, goodbye.